Hi everyone, this is Dee with the Paper Drawer. I'd like to share with you a journal that I just completed putting the ephemera in. It'll go into my Etsy shop, and if you're interested, before I get it in, just send me an email. I'll put the link below, or my email address below. So I thought I'd do a quick flip through for you. I made this envelope, and I put a little note card in it, and you can journal in it. Slides in there, and then this call. I did just a small flip here. It's just Tim Holtz, and then this is a vellum flower that I had, sheet of flowers. I made this little note journaling spot, and it accordions out so you can journal on it. Okay, and then it closes back and ties. Okay. Sorry for the glare. I layered Tim Holtz pictures and a picture card, and you can journal on the backs of these. So I just tipped them in, tore the washi, and put it in. And then this is just blank here. Okay. I did some more journaling spots here. This is just a little tiny picture framing thing that holds it closed. You can journal on the back, and then it's just a simple collage, and then it just closes. This is vintage wallpaper with some tissue, Tim Holtz tissue on it. This is a pocket. It has an original document in it from 1937. Okay. That's a little sticker. Tim Holtz paper. Left a lot of pages that are blank. This is a little flip. I tipped it in. This has a little charm that says wisdom on it. And then when you flip it over, it has 3 tags that are hanging from the same bulb pin. You can journal on it. You can journal here. Okay. Vintage wallpaper with some Tim Holtz tissue over it. A vintage doily. Here's some beautiful pockets. And it's just got journaling cards in it. The tag. These are from Mateo at Arteo Mixed Media Art. They're from his crackled digital kit. And I went ahead and printed them on cream paper, so they're not super bright, but I really love them. So just a double stacked pocket. Here is a Tim Holtz frame, and that's an original baby picture that I had. I stuck it in there. A little sticker, some vintage ledger, and it just flips out. A little pocket with a journal card. A little sticker. This is a Fornasetti digital that Mateo has in his shop. I'll link his shop below. It is a triple pocket. I think he listed it as horizontal pockets, but I put it vertical, and I stuck a Zodiac card in it. Okay, that's the first pocket. The second one has a little tag, and then the third one has another tag, and you can journal on the back of all of these. Okay, so they just kind of stagger in there. But I love that. Here's another pocket with a little tiny book that I made. And it only has a couple pages in it. Okay. And then here is an old letter. This is how it came. So I just went ahead and stuck the whole thing in. It's from 1938. It was already glued on this page, and then here's someone's handwritten. So this goes into this pocket. I want to stop a moment too and tell you about this pocket. This pocket was made with Mateo's digitals, and the digitals are white, white backgrounds. And his whole idea behind it was print them out, okay, and then coffee dye them or tea dye them. Okay, so that's how they come. And then when you coffee dye them, this is how they turn out. Let me see if I can raise this up a little. They're really, really pretty once you coffee dye them. So these are in his shop. Look at the skeleton leaf. In yellow. Pretty. Look how they're all crinkled. I like the green. There's some turquoise or blue. Some yellow. One has a hole in it, and it's just kind of how it turned out. Here's another green one that I love. Another green, yellow. And this was the paper. This pocket came from this sheet. Okay. And I'd like to point out one other thing about this pocket and this one. You know how when you put your pocket in, you're gluing the edges and it's really tight to get something in? Well, this booklet's a little thick. It would be hard to put in if it just had, the edges on it. Mateo and probably some other digital shops, they put, I call them wings, or gussets is what I can call them too. But they're not to just clean off the edge, okay? So what you do not want to do is you do not want to glue this wing down flat on the paper, okay? You want to leave it up. And so when you fold it, when you put it in your journal, you're just going to put glue here, okay? Don't put it here and glue it down flat, but just put glue on this little wing and put it down, okay? Then that's going to give you room in your pocket for things. So it's just glue right along the wings. Put that down in your journal. If you get too close to the edge, you might want to put wax paper or freezer paper or something underneath it so it doesn't squish, because then pocket's gonna lay flat and you won't have that little bit of give. As you can see, it has a little bit of give in it in order to stick something in easily. Okay, so that's a really nice feature to a lot of his pockets that he makes. The same thing he did with this one. It just everything goes in a lot easier. So that's just a little tip. Okay. This is a sticker. I love it. And this is Mateo's. And in one of my other videos, I did show the seamless pattern, and this one's embossed. And what I did was I went ahead and backed it so you can journal on it. But this is an embossed piece here. And then I did his black and whites on turquoise paper, and then here's that little shimmer, pink shimmer or rose colored shimmer paper. Okay, so these are in his shop, and they print out really, really nice. It's high resolution, so you shouldn't have a problem at all. And I don't have a real expensive printer, so they print beautifully. Okay. I did an uptuck pocket with a tarot card. I like the back of it. Little panda bear. And then just some journaling cards. That's vintage wallpaper. And then here's a first day cancellation stamp. Okay. Just a simple pocket. This is vintage wallpaper underneath. And this is one of Mateo's Birds and Flowers digital kit. It's a postcard, and I believe he has singles where you can just print not making it into a postcard, excuse me. And I also want to mention Carla at the Happy Bookmaker did a whole video this morning on his Birds and Flowers digital kit. She did a great job. I'll link her video below. So do take a look. She's got a lot of interesting videos. What she did is she took this digital kit and she made tags and then pockets in the tags. Very creative. She explains everything really well. So do take a look at her YouTube channel. I believe she has an Etsy shop also. I'll try and link that also. I believe she does. But anyway, take a look at that. I love these. This is just a plain old journaling card. Didn't make it into a tag or anything. And I actually cut it down. So it was a little bit wider and taller. And I just went ahead and cropped it. Okay. This is one of Mateo's. This whole thing here is Mateo's. I use the seamless pattern on this pocket. It's actually an envelope. I'll show that to you shortly. And then I printed and resized his Victorian Ladies and Gentlemen, I believe is the name of the kit. And then I just edged it with the black. And then I put the green seam binding. And then I used one of his identification cards to put in the pocket. And it kind of matches some of the colors in the flowers. He has the passport picture, so I used that, reduced it, and then I just slapped it on. It's not straight. I just kind of like the person was in a hurry. So that's his ID card that he has in his shop. On these envelopes, this is the other half. I printed on a striped envelope, okay? And I just cut it in half. And I know most of you all know this, that if you do a journal that you're stitching in the signature, you can just fold this in half, stitch down the middle, slit this, and then you've got two pockets. It's going to look like this. Okay, and you can put journaling things in it. I had to cut mine because I have the rings. But the way I did this was, here's another one. This is the black and white. Okay, I didn't do anything to the back yet, but I'm going to put it back through the printer. So what I did with these is I put two side by side so I don't waste the ink. And I got just some old washi tape that I didn't like. And I wrapped it around itself. And then I stuck one at the top and one at the bottom. Okay. And then what I did was mine goes face down. I put it through the printer. Okay. And it came out like this. Then went to do the back. I just did the same thing. I put a piece of washi tape here, and because it has the flap so it doesn't get caught, I put a piece of washi tape here to close it down. I put it through the printer, and it printed the back. Okay, so they're really cool, and what I love about it, it's muted, and it's probably because this is a patterned envelope. Okay, so I've got a bunch of them. I was gifted these, and I love them. And I'll probably use most of them to print on. And then you can always embellish it, decorate it, but this is great background. So that's what I believe he did these seamless patterns for, is for background. So these will all come out looking different, but I'm excited to use them for most of them to print on. What I also did was I tried to print on a manila envelope. I took the little metal part off. A little bit difficult. It didn't tear, and then I put it back on. In order to put this back on, once you get it off, take a little screwdriver, or be careful, or the little spatulas that comes with the Cricut, and then open up the prongs a little bit more, and then you could put it back in easier, and then just get a pair of pliers, and you can pinch it back down, and you've got this back on. I think what I'm going to do is probably make a journal out of this. That might be pretty. So I did the same thing. Taped it down with washi tape, and I ran it through the printer on both sides. Okay. It would also be cute to do a little coin envelope that way too. So that would be interesting. You probably could even run tag. Well, you can cut your tags, but if you have a pre-made tag, you probably would be able to get that through your printer also. This stationery paper came with those envelopes, so it would be pretty. This would be pretty if I would have put it on the back, but I was just playing around. I used his seamless pattern for the back, and I would still journal over this. I think it would be pretty. Background, any color pen, black, blue, any color would be pretty. So those are just some ideas that you could do. And then I did one last envelope in the back. And then it has a small journaling thing inside the envelope. And this envelope just slips in that pocket. And that's that. I appreciate you watching, and I appreciate your comments. And I appreciate the new subscribers that I have, and the previous ones that have come back to me. It's been a while, and I just really appreciate your support. So I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.